Hey everybody, welcome to the, technically Friday stream of Todd Reacts. I hope you're doing well. It's been a good week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've had a good week yourself. Hope everybody has a wonderful Friday coming up as well. If you're unaware, if this is the first one you're seeing, we stream Monday through Thursday. And we also do a gaming stream on Saturday. And then Friday's kind of the day where I'm offline. I'm working on longer form content, which goes up to the website, toddreacts.com, if you want to check it out. And you don't want to request anything, there's the episode tier for that. If you're following along on Twitch, go ahead and follow the channel. We welcome you. If you're watching on YouTube, you're watching the re-upload as of now. Eventually this will be live on YouTube as well. But if you're watching the re-upload, go ahead and subscribe. And like the video if you like it. And also hit that notification bell so you know when the videos get uploaded and posted and you can come check it out. Let's go ahead and tell you about the website. Very easy to use, I believe. I constructed it to be as easy as humanly possible. You got a couple tiers here. The episode, as I mentioned before, it's basically like a month-long movie ticket where you can watch the longer form content that's requested by the season and series tiers. So if you just want to watch and you don't want to request anything, that's perfect. And you also get a 15% discount on all orders of the merch. Season and series, you request videos for me to react to and for us all to watch. And whether it's longer form content or these YouTube videos that turn into streams. Very interesting. I hope you joined today. As I mentioned before, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are very quickly catching up on 12,000 subscribers. Crazy number. Very happy with the results and happy you're all here to join me along this adventure. As I say in my bio, where is it? Navigate the YouTube world, basically. Yes. That's kind of what this channel started as. I wanted to basically check out more of YouTube. I was really starting to get into it and get away from cable television and all that stuff. And I didn't have Netflix at the time or any sort of streaming services. So I'm like, all right, I'll just lean into YouTube for some sort of content consumption. And then I realized very quickly my algorithm is like narrow. So I was like, you know what? Let's have, viewers request videos, members request videos. And that way I get to see and react to and be a part of a much larger net of content here on YouTube. And I hope it's expanded some of your content algorithms as well. What's going on, Luke? Oh, the new season of Bridgerton, that's right. Oh my gosh. Do they upload all of them at once? Or is it like a weekly thing? I'm assuming since you said binge, it's all at once, right? I don't know. Which do you like more? The weekly new season? Like the old TV way of doing things through streaming services, or just upload it all at once and just be done with it? Something tells me it's probably better to do that kind of weekly thing, because then if you watch it all just straight through, you've been waiting for like a year, maybe 6 months, whatever, and then it's just gone. They split it into 2 parts. First 4 episodes today, 4 more June 13th. You know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like that fact. It makes it so I'm spending less time waiting for the new season and just waiting for like the second part of a season, which isn't that far away, right? I don't know. Maybe that's old school of me. I have no idea. I kind of enjoyed when Game of Thrones ruled the world and everyone was just talking so much about the weekly, what's going to happen, what's going to, who's going to die, etc. There was something to that. It was very old school and I enjoyed it. The annoying thing is it's been like 2 years since season 2. Oh, good grief. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. At that point, give me the full season. I've been waiting 2 years. Don't tease me with the first 4 episodes. Go and subscribe to the Todd Reacts Plays channel. That's where all gaming content will be, as well as Twitch. So it'll be multi-streamed on both. So if you're more of a YouTube user, go ahead and subscribe there. We do have Life is Strange Chapter 3 coming on Saturday. Should be interesting. I have to actually go and purchase it and download it, make sure it's ready. But should be interesting. One thing about that game that's been kind of eye-opening is, number one, I haven't played any game very much like it. But number two, the story is very deep. It is a deep story. The only thing that comes to mind similarly that touched on really serious topics that I can remember is a game called, oh gosh, what is it? The Line or On the Line, something like that. And it dealt with war crimes, and you literally made the decisions that led to people being like burned alive with white phosphorus. Like, it was dark. It was very dark. This game probably isn't that dark, but it's pretty dark. They're filming season 4 starting on June 10th, so hopefully we get season 4 quite soon. Yeah, that would be good. Early 2025. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Go ahead and check out the winter collection of merch. It is disappearing in 15 days, so go ahead and grab yourself some. Members on the website save 15%. It's just automatically deducted. You don't have to put in like a promo code or anything. YouTube channel members save 5%. There is a promo code attached, so you actually have to enter it while you're ordering. Very high quality stuff. I've literally purchased with my own money all the samples just to make sure, number one, quality, and number two, is it actually comfortable? So those are two things I really care about, and you'll see me wearing them during streams, during videos, whatever. And yeah, I'm happy with everything. I was actually blown away, honestly, at the quality, because they give you, so every product has multiple companies that can produce that product, and they give you varying price ranges, right? So the more cheaply produced, t-shirt, the more it's going to be like scratchy and and not fit very well and all that stuff. So I definitely avoided those. I went for the more, premium, I guess you could say. And they are way more comfortable and soft, and they're joy to wear. Eventually, we're going to be introducing a rating system or review system for products. So if you buy anything or you win something in a contest, like last time around the winter holidays, I actually did a giveaway. And if you enjoyed those, you could obviously review it on the website. And I'm a person, if I'm on Amazon or something like that, I look at the reviews faithfully and I buy based on those. Sometimes they're wrong, but most of the time they're pretty dead on. And hopefully they incorporate that into the platform, and then I will obviously put that on the website. But we got quite a few good videos today. Interesting selection. I always just randomly select the member requested videos and try to get a good various amount of different shows. So the first one will be Homeland. The next one will be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Then Love is Sweet. And then Smosh. And then Superstore. We'll round it out with Superstore. I've heard some funny things about Superstore. I've never actually seen it, heard anything really about it other than the fact they work at like a big box store, like a Sam's Club or a Costco or whatever. But it's very funny. And if you've worked customer service, you'd probably relate to it in some way. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Oh yeah, and join the Discord. We're a growing community there. We have over 50. I think at current count, we're at 56, 57, something like that. Links are everywhere. It's on the website. At the top, it's in the video description. It's on the Twitch channel. It's everywhere. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Well, good luck on the interview. As someone who just went through one, they are nerve-wracking, is what I'll say. Nerve-wracking. It takes a lot out of me to go through an interview. It is. It's quite brutal sometimes, especially when you're positioned against like multiple people, and they're like going down the line of asking you questions, and boy, it puts you on your feet. Yeah, exactly. Getting interviews is not simple. How many times have you applied for a job and you just heard nothing? You didn't get like a confirmation email that they got your application, like nothing. And you're just like, well, guess that one just got up and went into the ether. Group session, yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, I think I prefer... Let me know down below in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube. Do you prefer a telephone interview, a Zoom or video conferencing interview, or in person? I think for me specifically, I don't mind Zoom because, number one, I usually do it via this setup, not with the lights on and everything, but with the camera and everything. And their first reaction is usually, whoa, you got a nice setup. And I'm thinking like, oh, maybe that helps me in a way. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? But what's cool is I can have my resume in front of me, and I can look at that while I'm looking at them, and they don't know. I guess that's pretty good. The fact that I can read, like, I could have notes pulled up and like key points I want to hit, and they don't have any idea I'm looking at anything like that. It's better in person, but being with a group is a little more nerve-wracking as I tend to compare myself to others in the room. Right. Yeah, that's true. I did an interview once for an airline company, and it was brutal. It was an in-person, and it was multiple groups. So I went in, I talked to 2 people, they left, 2 more people came in, we talked, they left, 3 people came in, we talked, they left. And by the end of it, it was like a 4-hour interview. And I was just, by the end of it, my brain was just dead. Like, I was fried. I couldn't come up with answers. If, you asked me what my favorite color was, like, it was brutal. Like, I was so on edge and nervous and meeting all these different people and trying to remember names and also trying to come up with, good answers. It just completely destroyed my thinking ability. I couldn't handle anything. And then at the end, they asked me to do like an exercise, which would be like job specific. I couldn't do it. My brain was just gone. Oh gosh, that was the worst. That was the absolute worst. Wow. Although I will say this, it was in Las Vegas and they flew me out and they put me in a hotel for a night. So it wasn't all a loss. It was pretty sweet. It was very cool. But yeah, the interview process was just terrible. It's like a 30-minute interview, but I have to travel an hour and 30 minutes to the stadium. It's not even counting possible train delays. Oh, God. Tell me they're comping the train fees and everything. It should at least be free. Like, if a company's going to make you travel or park in a parking garage that costs money or whatever, they should cover any fees for an interview. That should be standard courtesy, right? Obviously, they can't comp you for your time. They can't pay you to interview, but they should pay for any sort of like extra costs. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's too bad. I had to do that I had to pay $10 or something for a parking garage for one of my interviews, and I just felt disgusted. It's like, not only are you taking up my time, which, time costs money, but now I'm having to pay to interview. Did you not read the rules? Did you not read the rules? Come on now. Boom. Anyway. Yeah, I was reading it like, what? Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these videos. Enough of my griping about interviews. But yes, in person's pretty good because I get to see you. It's easier to interact with people, obviously. If it's promoting their channel or others' channels, just ban them. Just ban them. I mean, that's literally listed in the rules. As long as you're not here to promote, you know, somebody else's content or whatever, totally welcome. I welcome you all. But yeah, that is a bannable offense. Anyway, video 1 is Carrie and Quinn Dynasty. Have I reacted to a Homeland video before? Maybe one, like years ago. Let's go ahead and... Oh, before I do, how about this? How about this? Hold on.
I know how this goes. It ends badly.
84% of the people that watched on YouTube last month are not subscribed. So this is a plea. This is a plea to subscribe. It's free on Google, on YouTube. Totally free. You don't even have to use it as an email. I know there's some privacy concerns there and everything. I totally get that. But if you really want to support your creators, support the people you watch, and want to keep up to date with the videos, and you're just relying on the home screen and the algorithm and whatnot, there's a very good chance they might disappear forever. And then you might see them 2 years later, recommended, and you're just like, oh, that person exists still? So go ahead, create a free account on YouTube and subscribe today. It helps me, it helps you, and it's good for everybody. So it's an easy way to support, free way to support, which is fantastic. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the first video. Let's go.
I know how this goes. It ends badly.
3-hour journey to the stadium. That's
so
wild.
fucked up.
To see if I was a fool or you a thief.
I don't know, maybe
Yes,
I'm
someone
old
to go
fashioned.
home.
I think they should pay for your travel.
Want to look after you?
I do. You won't have to. We get out together. With you, I thought maybe, just maybe. But I know now that was a false glimmer.
I'm not good for you or anyone else.
So what is it now?
Goddamn you, Carrie. When was this? 9 days ago?
9 days?
You think she's been taking care of you all these months out of love?
I'm glad you got my back. It meant a lot.
Carrie ordered the doctors to break you. Sounds a lot more like guilt if you ask me.
It's always you mission, you mission, the mission! That is not true. That is not true.
Once in your life, you need to let them do what I say.
You saved my life. You killed it.
You just said you had a choice to make in that car. You chose her.
Let me go.
Let me go. You gotta let me go.
What's happening?
Stay down.
Oh. Oh, damn.
Well, you know better than anybody.
Well, maybe I didn't know him as well as you think. I knew him. I might notice something. Because I can't go through that again. I can't lose another one. You said you did? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it makes sense in that kind of work. You're going to be put in a position where you're going to have to sacrifice potentially your life, right? Same with firefighters, same with police. Everyone that's in that sort of public service role is taking a risk. And unfortunately, she was apparently close to him. That was very emotional. Apparently, she was pretty close to him. And that whole process probably took a lot out of her. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Let's go ahead and jump into some information about Carrie, because I don't know anything about her. Fictional character, obviously, and protagonist of the American television drama thriller series Homeland. I've heard a lot about that show, and that was very well done. That's pretty much the only feedback I've ever heard about that show. CIA officer who was assigned in Iraq learned from a CIA asset that an American prisoner of war had been turned by Al-Qaeda. After a U.S. Marine sergeant named Nicholas Brody is rescued from captivity, Carrie believes that he is the POW described to her. Carrie's investigation of Brody is complicated by her bipolar disorder and results in an obsession with her suspect. Interesting. Little twists there. Received several major acting awards. Second actress to win all the 5 main TV acting awards for her performance. Wow. Was an Arabic language student at Princeton University, where she was recruited into the CIA by a veteran officer, Saul Berenson. Carrie developed a close working relationship with Saul, who and is implied to have had a adult relationship with CTC director David, her future boss, oh boy, which contributed to the breakup of his marriage. I'm sure it did. In college, Carrie was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, for which she secretly began taking clozapine, supplied by her older sister, a psychiatrist. Ooh. That might be like a conflict of interest or something. Yeah, she does. As a field operative in Iraq, Carrie infiltrated a prison to meet with an imprisoned CIA asset named Hassan, who claimed that he had information regarding an imminent terrorist attack in the U.S. Moments before his execution, Hassan told Carrie that an American prisoner of war was turned by Al-Qaeda figure Abu Nazir. Carrie's unauthorized dealings with Hassan led to an international incident, causing Estes to have her reassigned to the CIA's counterterrorism center in Langley. So basically benched her stateside. 10 months after a reassignment, Carrie attends an emergency staff meeting and learns that Nicholas Brody, U.S. Marine Sergeant, has been rescued after 8 years in terrorist captivity. Carrie tells Saul about Hassan's claims and expresses concern that Brody is the POW he was describing. With the CIA having no cause to investigate Brody, Carrie conducts her own unauthorized surveillance using a 1-month FISA warrant delivered by Saul. Initially, Carrie finds no evidence of Brody's involvement with terrorism. When her FISA warrant expires, Carrie takes to making personal contact with Brody instead. She bumps into Brody at a veterans support group where they strike up a conversation and immediately bond over their mutual experiences in the Middle East. Brody asks Carrie to have a drink with him one night, culminating in a drunken adult encounter in Carrie's car. The next day, he is brought to Langley for a polygraph over the apparent ending of himself of Afsal Hamid, a detained terrorist with whom Brody had a violent confrontation. Carrie, suspicious of Brody's replies, tells the interviewer to ask if he has ever been unfaithful to his wife. Brody says no, beating the polygraph. And she obviously knows that answer because he has. Oh my gosh. Peter Quinn. Let's see. Let's boost that text size there. Black Ops officer working for a shadowy group within the CIA, led by Dar Adal. He is an expert assassin who has spent most of his life conducting high-risk missions for the government. He often acts as a voice of reason to Carrie, for whom he develops romantic feelings, as we saw in that video, and remains drawn to working in the field despite repeatedly expressing his weariness and moral qualms with the work he does. Little is known regarding Quinn's background. He was recruited at age 16, who raised him to become a skilled operative and acted as a mentor figure throughout his life. Quinn additionally had a son with a Philadelphia police officer who knows Quinn only by his alias, John. Got treated for PTSD when he returned to the U.S., suffers for severe impairments to his speech, memory, and motor capabilities as a result of his stroke. While staying with Carrie, Quinn grows attached to Carrie's young daughter, Franny, cares for her while Carrie is away. Quinn soon becomes convinced that a man living across the street from Carrie is spying on her, which leads to him uncovering a vast conspiracy by Dar's group to discredit President-elect Elizabeth Keene. Quinn ultimately sacrifices himself, as we saw, to save Carrie and Keene, driving through a barricade of armed soldiers sent to kill the president-elect and dying from his bullet wounds. Weeks later, Carrie cleans out Quinn's belongings from his apartment, finds photographs of his estranged son over the years, as well as one of herself, which moves her to tears. All right, so that was the scene where he's driving through and getting shot. Obviously died for a good cause, but boy, is that brutal. She regularly visited Quinn in the hospital after a massive brain hemorrhage and receives a heartfelt letter he wrote for her. Boy. Don't blame Carrie for what happened in the Homeland Season 6 finale. Our beloved Quinn had been driving toward this ending for a long, long time. Peter Quinn died as he lived, charging headfirst into a mess created by Carrie, saving her and killing himself in the process. Infuriating as that sounds, it's fit because it mirrored his mentality so well. Spent so much of his time on Homeland ignoring his own well-being in order to protect Carrie's, dating all the way back to when he refused to kill Brody because Quinn knew doing so would hurt her. That's why driving kamikaze style into a hail of gunfire with Carrie crouching behind him is an apt ending to its tragic, maddening, although it's tragic, maddening, and final. We wanted more from Quinn, but it always felt like too much to hope for, especially after his near death in Season 5. The hemorrhage, obviously. While some may believe he should have been put out of his misery then, Season 6 clarified things for a character worthy of an epilogue. Quinn is dead. There's no cliffhanger this season. He is gone, and Carrie will certainly be drinking her guilt away for years to come. Yeah, that is... She's going to have to deal with that for sure. Especially after, surviving the brain hemorrhage. Like, you've been given a new lease on life. I know a lot of people that, suffer strokes or whatnot and come back. It kind of changes how they see life, changes how they see themselves. Things become a bit more serious. They probably take their health a little bit more importantly. But, gosh, to go through that and sit by his side in the hospital and then to just have him gone because he sacrificed himself for you, like, that is heavy. That is very heavy. But then again, I mean, this show won a lot of awards. A lot of awards. And people seem to really enjoy it. Like, obviously, the main actress won, what, all 5 lead drama acting awards? That's pretty impressive. And he had a bit of an arc here that I'm seeing. In season 6, he had the unique challenge of taking on both roles, the madman, aka a trained assassin, right? And the realist. He seemed to have had a, he had that love connection with Carrie, and it probably softened him a bit, probably showed him another way of living. And that's going to be quite a struggle. That's going to be quite a struggle. Actually, we kind of saw that. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but we also kind of saw that with Tony Stark when he started having romantic feelings for Pepper Pot. Like, he was that billionaire playboy before, and then he started having romantic feelings for Pepper, and it kind of like split him. So he still had that wild personality, but he was also softening because of her. That's always a great trope. That's always a great trope. Oliver Queen with Felicity too. Yes. Yes. So it's been done, obviously, but it's a good story. It's such a good story. I love it every time. Because it shows that, even some of the most wild among us can have that kind of impact and be impacted and change. We can all change. Let's go ahead and jump to the second video. Let's see. It is entitled Fitz and Simmons, The Great War. This is from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I have reacted to quite a few Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos. If you haven't checked them out, go on YouTube, look at the playlists. You'll find one. Because I do remember creating it. And let's go ahead and jump in.
Fitz, can you even hear me?
But why?
You left.
You know why?
There's something in your heart for her.
We have got to accept it. Just say goodbye. I always thought Fitz would give up the world for you. Looks like now he finally has his chance.
I'm doing what we always do. You have to fix this.
I don't know how, Fitz. I trust you. Do you trust me?
Yeah. We're gonna fix this.
Together. What did they do to Fitz to make him such an ugly person here?
They stole you from his life.
Fitz is still Fitz. This world isn't real. He's still a good person.
I don't deserve forgiveness, Gemma.
Just like you don't deserve me. You've been nothing less than extraordinary this whole time.
You don't go a hole in the universe for me.
Definitely makes for a good story when you have two people that have incredible feelings for each other in a perilous situation.
Me.
Oh, dang. That point blank range, though. Oh my god.
God.
You would point a gun at me? I love you.
And you mean nothing to me. Just
the Doctor, but as a brilliant, awkward, heroic scientist named Leopold James Fitz. He is a good man, and I love him. If you do this, I lose him forever.
You don't have to forget. But you have to move on.
No. We never move on. Even after we say goodbye.
This ring, I've been wearing.
All my damage comes from you!
That does sound like a good story, for sure.
I also want to save you!
I'll save you every time, or I'll die trying. I don't care.
One step ahead together.
I knew from the moment I saw you, you'd be in my life for a long time. But I didn't know you would be my life, my heart, my home.
Because we have crossed galaxies, we have traveled through time, we have survived the bomb of the Atlantic just so we could be together in our love like that. That is stronger than any of us.
I can give you me. Now and forever.
My love for you grows deeper, and always will. No matter where the universe takes us next.
I've always said it. Some of the best love stories are always best friends to lovers. It is wonderful to watch, and there's such a connection there. It's super strong. Went from comedic relief, suck in the field, underrated team members to best member, and literally became superheroes even without powers built on love. That's a wonderful description. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. That was a wonderful edit too. Great song choice. Obviously, they had their issues, their troubles, but they stayed together, which is beautiful. There's two very different romance stories, right? So you have like the romantic comedy where it's kind of like a haha, best friends to lovers thing. And then you have the straight up romance where it's like Mr. Darcy and Pride and Prejudice. And then you have the lovers who find themselves through struggle. And it's usually like an action film or a sci-fi. And there's just this story about the world crumbling around them, but it brings them closer together as they survive. And their feelings grow through that, saving each other, potentially. I think I truly enjoy more of the perilous bond in a way. It just seems stronger because they've been through more than just, the courting somebody and all that stuff. They literally were split by time and space. One was on a different planet, then one within a different time period, also in space. They always found each other again, no matter what it took. Like, that's beautiful. That is an epic tale, for sure. Very much, I just watched that Rose Tyler and Doctor Who video yesterday, and it seems very similar in that sort of different worlds, different times, cloning himself for her to have some representation and them to be together or somewhat together again. Like, that is beautiful. That is a level of devotion that, everyone's crying for. Let's go ahead and look more into this relationship. The one thing, this is Daisy to Simmons, the one thing I've known without a doubt the whole time is you and Fitz belong together. That's a wonderful quote. As long as other people see it, that's the sweet stuff, You don't have to like proclaim it because others just see it. Oh my gosh, this is a huge rundown. Oh my gosh. Let's go to moments. Season 1, Skyy calls Fitzsimmons psychically linked. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good connection. Imagine if Rose stayed with the Doctor instead of the clone on the alt world. They'd be the mirror kind of Fitz and Simmons. Yeah, I was just thinking like, wow, there's kind of a weird similarity there. Both Fitz and Simmons do exaggerated impressions of Ward. That's funny. typically when you get connected to somebody in that way, you start to absorb their mannerisms, maybe their sayings, maybe physical things that they do, whatever. It becomes almost like a mirror game in a way. Simmons wishes, in season 3, Simmons wishes a picture of Fitz on her phone goodnight. Ooh. Ooh. Season 7, Simmons sends a video message to Fitz telling him all the troubles the team are facing, not knowing if he would ever get the message, as they lost contact with each other when she rescued the team at Izel's temple. You know what that reminds me of? The moments here are awful. They downplay their entire story, if I'm honest. Well, you know what that one kind of reminds me of? Obviously, it's not a romantic love, but it's more of a familial love. It reminds me of Interstellar when... actually, no. In a romantic way, it reminds me of Tony Stark recording that video message into his helmet for Pepper when he was just floating off into space. In a non-romantic sense, it reminds me of Interstellar when Matthew McConaughey's character is recording those messages to be played back to his family members. Or no, it's the family members recording the messages to Matthew McConaughey's character. That's what it is. And you just see them age like tremendously. And it is heartbreaking because you see Matthew McConaughey just losing it because his daughter just kind of accepts the fact that he's not coming back. He's probably dead. But they still keep recording these messages. Like, it's so heavy. It's such a good movie. It's so heavy. But that's kind of what that reminds me of. Simmons tells Fitz she loves him and won't stop trying to be reunited with him. Well, obviously, that's a moment. All right, what do we got here? Fanon. I'm assuming that's fan canon. Fitzsimmons' ship is the most popular ship, as Luke said, in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fandom. Since the start of Season 1, many fans have followed this ship and have wanted them to get together. In the events of Season 3, many fans were distraught over the introduction of Gemma Will, with many expressing their outrage in their Tumblr tags. However, many fans were overjoyed when Fitz and Simmons later kissed for the first time, and finally got into a relationship towards the ends of Season 3. Despite this, Fitz and Simmons' constant separation to play them up as star-crossed lovers is a source of frustration for many fans. However, the Season 6 episode, Inescapable, focusing solely on Fitz and Simmons, is said by Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. showrunners to be the end of the beginning for them, indicating that they are no longer going to be constantly ripped apart from each other against their will. And I'm sure there was a lot of teasing going on there. Sounds like the showrunners knew what they were doing, and they purposely did it. Like Fitz actually died before he was brought back alive. How? I don't remember. Really? In Season 4, the scene where Fitz and Ida kisses for the first time in the Agents of Hydra pod was met with extremely negative responses and outrage when shown during a convention. Chloe Bennett has also expressed her discomfort with that scene as she considers herself a huge Fitzsimmons shipper. Most of the cast are also Fitzsimmons shippers. According to Clark Gregg, who directed episode 6 of season 5, he revealed on Screen Rant that one of his favorite moments to direct was also the two Fitzsimmons proposals. Well, there you go. Wow. Fitz and Simmons are ranked by CBR and Screen Rant as being the best and most well-developed couple in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's incredible. Many fans were overjoyed when the couple got married in the 100th episode. Seems to be this thing around 100 episodes. The 100th episode always seems to have some big event. I don't know exactly why that is. Maybe just because it's a round number. That episode was one of my faves. Their soul episode where they reunited was beautiful, and they were in one of the heads. It was funny too. Simmons appeared as her child self, and Fitz literally sounded like a father. They explored their trauma together and became stronger as a couple. That's awesome. They met at the Academy of Science and Technology when they were 16. Wow. Both having genius-level intellects. This led to initial animosity, as they were both the smartest kids in their class and would constantly compete with one another. They never really spoke to one another until they were paired together in Chem Lab, when they first realized they were smarter as a team. According to Fitz, this was the night he went from being totally nervous in her presence to being completely at ease. Simmons revealed that this was the night she put him in the friend zone. After they both graduated from the academy 3 years early, it was around this time that Simmons convinced Fitz to apply for a field assignment with her. She wanted to see more than the inside of a lab. I can't blame her. Remarking that it would be a perfect opportunity to see the world. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That classic military trope. Get out there, see the world, travel for free. Oh, yeah. And if combat happens, you got to go through that. She wanted to see more of the inside of a lab. More than the inside of the lab. This led to them being recruited by Phil Coulson to join his team. That whole episode literally made you cry or laugh every scene. As soon as you stopped crying, there was a funny scene, then back to crying. Oh, my gosh. It sounds like a roller coaster. All right. Did I have a... Yep, I did. Okay. Leo Fitz. Quote that he said, "There's always risks involved in science. That doesn't mean that we don't pursue it anyway." Let's see. Fitz suffered brain damage due to prolonged time without oxygen after being dropped into the Atlantic Ocean. As time progressed, his condition seemed to get better with the help of support of his fellow S.H.I.E.L.D. colleagues rebuilding it, slowly regaining his skills. Let's see. I want to see if we can get to the part where he actually dies. Is it the brain damage? My gosh, this is detailed. This is... Oh, here we go. "So I made it to the future, and then I made the journey back. It was a loop of the end of the world, and you died to help break it. You died a hero." Fitz to... that was Fitz and Simmons. As the two argued due to the built-up frustration of being trapped in the machine, Fitz asked Gemma Simmons what she was afraid of, which caused Simmons to conjure a tragic memory with Mackenzie appearing. The two then visited Simmons' memory, despite Simmons not wanting Fitz to see it. Fitz observed as the other agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. discussed someone who had died, which Simmons had difficulty processing. Noticing the body bag, Fitz approached it and zipped it open, only to see that it had its own dead body inside it. Oh my God. That's crazy. She wanted to see the world while she got stranded on a planet in space a few times. So yeah, she got her wish. Fitz wondered how this was possible, and Simmons explained that the existence of two Fitzes was due to time travel. Upon hearing this, Fitz realized that the body he was looking at was that of another Leo Fitz, one who had successfully remained in cryosleep for 74 years and had awakened in 2091 to save his friends before making the trip back in 2017. Simmons informed him that the other Fitz aided them in preventing the destruction of Earth. I mean, that's pretty great. And had sacrificed his life in the process. Again, pretty great. Fitz then witnessed Daisy Johnson hand Simmons a wedding ring, and Fitz uttered in horror that he had missed his own wedding. Simmons corrected him that he did not miss it, since she had married the other Fitz, but the news caused Fitz to become overwhelmed. I'm sure it did. As Simmons tried to comfort him, Fitz noticed a weak Phil Coulson stumble into the room and overheard Johnson and Melinda Way discussing his ailing health. Fitz then asked Simmons what their words meant, and Simmons tearfully explained that Coulson had been sick and had passed away, prompting Fitz to leave the room immediately, informing Simmons that despite everything he had just learned, Coulson's death was too much for him to accept. Whoa, that is unbelievable. That would be a hard reality to see your own body. It's very much like an out-of-body experience, but it's not. But that would be really hard to see. Oh my gosh. That sounds like a fascinating episode. He had to deal with the child Simmons. That's unbelievable. This sounds like really great stories. Like, they touched on everything. No wonder they're seen as the best, most well-developed couple. Context, Daisy Johnson and Shyy is the same person. She was kind of like Coulson's daughter figure. Coulson was the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that helped Nick Fury from the Avengers that was killed by Loki, but not really. He survived. That's so cool. I like the learning about his death. Like, that is dark, but also very interesting at the same time. Time travel is nasty business, and I don't know if I want any part of it. So if we have to spend the rest of our lives in this prison together, then so be it. Well, yeah, after seeing your own dead body, you'd be like, I don't know if this is worth it. Gosh, what a fascinating duo and storyline. Seems like they kind of went through it all. How many seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. were there? Mm, 135 episodes. That seems like a good amount to flesh all that out. It's so sad when shows don't get like a decent runway to tell some backstory. 7 seasons, perfect. It's like that perfect amount where it doesn't like... shows can get really drug out, and then you're just like, why is this still going? And then you start to get like pulled out of it. That sounds like a decent amount of seasons where you're just like, all right, it's good. We had enough time to like talk some backstory. We, went through some of their life together. The team was formed by Coulson after he survived Loki, including Fitz and Simmons and some others then he had Shyy, later renamed Daisy. The steps you take don't need to be big. They just need to take you in the right direction. That's true. That's true. And sometimes it's not going to be the right direction. And you have to realize it and then, make a turn. Go in a different direction. What else here? As Coulson began to rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D., she became aware that her presence was impeding Fitz's healing and took an undercover assignment to infiltrate Hydra, but returned to S.H.I.E.L.D. when Raina broke her cover. In the 6 months she spent there, Simmons met and fell in love with Will Daniels until she was brought back to Earth by Fitz and S.H.I.E.L.D. Simmons then dedicated her time to attempt to reopen the portal, determined to bring back Daniels. Ooh, I'm sure fans love that. Only to hear from Fitz that he was killed by Hive, who managed to return to Earth. Fitz and Simmons tried to find a cure to Hive's power of controlling Inhumans' minds before S.H.I.E.L.D. eventually managed to kill Hive. It felt a little dragged out at the end, but every story was resolved, but could have had a spin-off led by Daisy herself as she went off into space with her own team inspired by Coulson. Would have been such a good spin-off. It does sound like that. Maybe they were trying to set that up or something, but it never came to fruition. But that's good. They were able to resolve every story. it seems like they were given the runway to do so, and they knew it was coming, so they were able to tie up all the loose ends. How many times have you been watching a show and it just ends out of nowhere and nothing is done? And you're just like, it's kind of a open for interpretation ending. Or like the showrunners had no idea how to end it or like wrap things up. Shadow and Bone. Right. Totally giving Luke some PTSD on that one. Retirement. She's a lot. She's the best. She's learning to swim right now. Simmons and Fitz decide to retire from S.H.I.E.L.D. so they could live a normal life together as they raised their daughter. Family moved into a house and were able to spend all their time with Alia, continuing to open her up to the world of science. As foreseen, the S.H.I.E.L.D. team never were in the same room all at once, especially with Simmons and Fitz being retired. However, they all still stayed in each other's lives, with Simmons and Fitz receiving many presents from Alia from their former teammates. And although she was retired, Simmons occasionally assisted Daisy Johnson in secret. You're never really retired. Looking at and analyzing different discoveries from her adventures in space. Those two got their happy ending. It sounds like it. It sounds like it. Very much the opposite of John Wick, where he retired, to have the family life and then, got pulled right back into it. I brought up John Wick because I just watched on one of those. I forget which one it was. I think it was the third one. Let's go ahead and jump into an ad, and we'll be right back. All right, so I actually have something to read before this next video. Let's go ahead and try to bring that up. Okay, the next video is Zhang and Wan. I'm saying that wrong for sure. True Love from Love is Sweet. It's a show we weren't able to find much in the way of English descriptions of. But the requester did say this, which is awesome. You may remember Till the End of the Moon. I do. I think we all do. It was amazing. Have you watched Hey, what's up? Good morning, Will. Have you ever watched The Beekeeper? Yes. I actually saw it in theaters. I had a free movie ticket for some reason. And I went to see The Beekeeper, Jason Statham. It was very good. It was, how would I classify it? It's just one of those entertaining for the sake of entertaining action films where you're just like, all right, I'll just turn my brain off, watch this, enjoy the scenes of action, and then just call it a day. Like, you're not expecting this magnus opus, this wonderful, extravagant, wow, the story was just incredible. You're just looking for Jason Statham to kick some butt, basically. But it was good. I thought it was good on that account. It was a little weird. He's trying to hide as the beekeeper, so he becomes a beekeeper. Okay? That was the one part of the movie that just kind of stuck out to me. Like, what? That's not... What are you, trying to hide in plain sight? But overall, the action was very cool. That is definitely similar to John Wick in a way. Although I think John Wick was very much like, because the dog got killed and his wife was dead, I think we all kind of related to his sense of like vengeance. Maybe not actually doing that vengeance, but at least we understood some of his anger. I guess the beekeeper, I don't know. I can't even remember much of that plot, to be honest. I kind of turned off my brain, and I was just like, all right, let's see Jason Statham, hit people. I can't remember why he was hiding. Is it because he wasn't needed or something like that? And why he came back? Well, why he came back was... Oh, yeah, that woman died. Oh, yeah, the world built, kind of like it, for sure. The Continental and... What was they... Oh, gosh. What did John Wick... What was the name of the society? I can't remember. Again, with those kind of movies, I kind of turn my brain off and just kind of absorb what's happening. It's not something you're actively trying to think about, like Interstellar, where you're like, wait, what's happening? What's the gravity and the, oh, that's him in the past. Oh, my gosh. But yes, very good movies. I know Beekeeper got pretty panned and ripped on YouTube reviews and in reviews, critics certainly. But I don't know. I thought it was good, clean fun. Good, clean fun. That's what I'm looking for, You may remember Till the End of the Moon. I think we all do. Those edits were incredible. It seemed stunning. The choreography, the costumes, the lighting, the CGI was wildly good for a show. Which featured the star-crossed lovers reincarnating across time in a tragic karmic cycle. Well, it just so happens that a few years before Till the End of the Moon aired, the two lead actors were also paired in another drama called Love is Sweet. Okay, so we're definitely going to recognize them. This show is a modern-day office rom-com. Interesting. The show features childhood rivals to friends. Okay, all right. Messy parting fueled by misunderstanding at their high school graduation. The two meet again 10 years later as working adults. When Zhang joins Juan, I'm probably not saying that right, investment bank and becomes his work rival. Oh, okay. The two clash over differences, but their meeting rekindles old feelings that were just on the cusp of becoming love. Because of the popularity of Till the End of the Moon, the show Love is Sweet gained renewed success and jumped back to the top of the streaming sites 3 years after it originally aired. Viewers expressed that they used Love is Sweet as a comfort show after all the angst and tragedy of Till the End of the Moon. That was the power of the actors' chemistry. That's cool that they were both in both of those. Lastly, the fans sometimes pretend that the characters in Love is Sweet are actually another reincarnation from Till the End of the Moon for fun. That's kind of cool. All right. All right. That gives us a little bit of an example of what this is, a little bit of a rundown. Thanks for providing that. And also thanks to Jace for coming up with all the links for the information of this stream. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, hold up. We gotta readjust this video so we can read the the English. All right, here we go.
Stupid word you say. Sometimes I wanna slap you on your whole face. There's no one quite like you. You push all my buttons down. I know life would suck without you. At the same time, I wanna hug you. I wanna wrap my hands around your neck. You're an asshole. You made me so mad. I asked myself why I'm still here. Oh, where did I go? But I hate you. I really hate you so much. I think it must be true love. True love. It must be true love. Nothing else can break my heart like true love. True love. It must be true love. No one else can break my heart like you.
so radically different than Till the End of the Moon.
Just once, try to wrap your little brain around my feelings. Just once, please try not to be so mean. Repeat after me now. ROMANCE. Come on.
Clearly, whoever produced Till the End of the Moon was just like, all right, they have chemistry already. They're both very good looking. Let's just put them in the show. This is very sweet. Title is fitting. Love is sweet. Right.
Why do you rub me up the wrong way? Why do you say the things that you say? Sometimes I wonder how we ever came to be. But without you, I'm incomplete.
Right. Right. Honey, you're being indicted. I'll see you at dinner. That was a great edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some love. Speaking of love. Oh my gosh. That was playing hard to get is mentioned a lot, but I think that is probably the case in point of too much hard to get. I need a little me time. Go sit in the summer. Right. I think we all need to do this. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay. Back to reality. Back to reality. Don't live in fantasy. Wow. What an unbelievable... You know what? I love the idea of thinking that they're... After watching Till the End of the Moon, just thinking that's another reincarnation of them. Like, that is wonderful. I almost wish that came out after Till the End of the Moon, because that is amazing. My face uncontrolled, smiling. Right. It was adorable. It was very adorable. Let's go ahead and bring up some information so we can get a little bit more background. I like the storyline of rivals to lovers. That's kind of interesting. You don't get to see that very often, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. We needed that. We needed that after some of the downers, which is good because we have another good one. We're going to end on a very silly note. I should probably do that more. Instead of ending on maybe a potential trauma edit, I should probably look for ones that are a bit more uplifting to end with. But, it's random. It is random. Love is Sweet is a Chinese television series that came out in 2020, loosely adapted from the novel of the same name. Zhang, with her double master's degree in economics and psychology, applies for a job at an investment bank, where Wan, once the alleged big bully of her childhood... Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, comedy show and comedy content. Exactly. We're gonna head right up there. However, she finally gets into MH with Lynn's help. It is revealed that Juan has been in love with Zhang for 10 years, and he has always bullied her to toughen her up so that she would not cry so easily when faced with difficulties because she has a tear allergy. What? What? So he bullied her as a way to toughen her up because she has a tear allergy. It's an interesting tactic, I guess we'll say. Don't think it's a good one. Wow, that is. I don't even know how to describe that storyline. That is such an interesting way to justify bullying. It's unbelievable. Obviously, it probably didn't go too far, but she did get him arrested. So maybe a pullback on the bullying, just a little bit, just a teeny bit. When he confesses his feelings, Zhang reciprocates his feelings, and they start dating. Oh, wow. And they're in love. Obviously, a lot happened in between there. When Lynn is appointed as MH's managing director, he sets Juan up in a bribery scheme, hence the getting arrested, and successfully kicks him out of MH, replacing him with Dulé, Juan's longtime rival in the investment banking field. With Linda and Dulé's help, Juan secretly investigates the acquisition of the rice noodle company of Zhang's deceased father and his associated death. Ooh. Well, that got a little bit more serious. Us thinking they're so cute together and wholesome, we miss something. Right. Holy cow. Good grief. Juan's cousin and Zhang's best friend also start a relationship after Shyy has been pursuing him and helping him with his newly founded startup. 2 years later, Zhang is promoted to be vice president in the investment bank department, while Juan is the managing director of GE's corresponding department. Dulé, now MH's investment bank department managing director, confesses his feelings to Zhang only to face rejection. All right, little competition, friendly competition on that. Zhang investigates Dulé's corruption act because it causes two of her colleagues to be fired. Juan finally successfully proposes after several failed attempts, to which Zhang accepts and then gets pregnant with their first child. Boy, did that skip so much in that plot. What? Wait, where we left off, she reciprocated feelings and they start dating. So what made her reject several proposals? That is the question. Maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe she was more focused on her career or something. I don't know. Kind of left open to interpretation on that reading. Let's see. A queen at work and a cute girl in private who can easily make Juan jealous. Hidden weakness. An allergy to tears. Oh my gosh. That is such an interesting way to justify him bullying her. The song is a wild choice now. It must be true love. Yeah, exactly. What an interesting concept. Let's look at some reviews of this. 9 out of 10. In general, the storyline... Let's make this bigger. Easier to read. 9 out of 10. In general, the storyline is good, but towards the last few episodes, the storyline starts to get a bit plain. The chemistry between them is just awesome. Well, obviously, because the producer's like, hey, let's get them in another show. Plot, not so good, but I like their acting skills. She was depicted as a smart girl who was good enough to pass the last interview round into a famous bank, but all she did in the drama was careless and stupid. Okay. Wow. Period. Never a dull moment. First of all, thank you for not dubbing over the actors' voices. That made me a very happy viewer. Drama, romance, comedy, all in one. I laughed. I cried. I had several wait, what? No need to jump from episode to episode. All the episodes had something in them that kept you glued to the screen. If it wasn't something funny, then it was something suspenseful. And just when you thought you had a character all figured out, you got a surprise. On-stream chemistry was wonderful. Not surprising. Fun romantic series with dramatic twists and turns. Let's look for a terrible review. It's always fun to get both sides, right? I am bailing on the series during episode 6. The reason is that the male lead has a habit of jerking the female lead around by the arm hard. This is a show from 2020. I can't believe this type of behavior of a man towards a woman is depicted in this way. That must be part of the bullying, I guess. The FL should have slapped him in the face and told him to go to heck. But no, she just puts up with it. Otherwise, the story would have been interesting and fun, except the stupid love triangle, which most Asian dramas have. It's really too bad, but this verging on assault behavior by the ML is super annoying. Interesting. Interesting take. Hot take. Oh my God, what should I say about the series? I'm speechless. It's best. Guys, believe me. Guys, believe me. It's the best. It makes me believe in love more and more. I get the point, but it's a TV show, not real life. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I still don't understand the allergy to tears and the bullying. Like, in what way does that sound like a good way to court somebody? That I just cannot make sense of that. Sore point of reflection for the writer and director. Why do they have stories which have love affairs that start in school? Seems a little creepy, if you know what I mean. There's a reason why school-time romances don't last into adulthood. And very frankly, I wouldn't... Okay, this person's projecting. I wouldn't want to be with the boys I saw playing booger handball. What? Some experiences cannot be lived down. Booger handball? Is that a thing? What the heck? Makes me believe in love bullying your partner. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. I don't get what this person's trying to say here. High school sweethearts or school sweethearts or whatever you want to call it, those exist. Like, they do last. This person either had a terrible relationship in school or is really just never wanting to see that. That guy projecting never watched Pretty Little Liars, cough, cough, Arya and Ezra. Yeah, exactly. And if you know of that storyline, you know what I'm referring to. Was that the teacher and the student? I didn't see much of that show. I watched like a couple episodes. Yeah. And as soon as I saw that was where the story was going, I'm like, oh boy, I'm out. I guess the show tried to portray him as just really bad at showing his love, but did it poorly. Yeah. I mean, that's something kids do, right? Like they punch each other or pinch each other or hit each other to show that they like the person or whatever, which is odd, an odd behavior. But to continue doing that to try to combat her tear allergy, like, wait, some of that bullying, wouldn't that make her cry? Like, if you're like pulling her and grabbing her and hitting her, and wouldn't she go home at night and cry herself to sleep? Like, what? Like, what are you doing? It's like he had a mental age of 7. Yeah, exactly. That's so odd to me. obviously the two main leads are fantastic. They put them in more shows together. What an interesting concept. If you had gotten rid of the bullying and the tear allergy, it probably would have been really understandable and lovely. But those two things are really odd. Very strange. Tear allergy thing has me so confused. Is that a real thing? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. Let's look it up. Why don't we? All right, here we go. Those with aquagenic urticaria may react to water in any form, including their own sweat and tears. They often take precautions such as staying inside on rainy days and avoiding activities that cause sweating. Allergic to water. Whoa. Refers to hives caused by exposure to water. It is known as water allergy. It's extremely rare, with only 37 cases reported. Wow. Most cases begin or shortly after puberty. Genetics may play a role. Rain, snow, freshwater, seawater, sweat, and tears can trigger it. What are the symptoms? Reddening of the skin, burning or prickling sensations, welts, inflammation, and rash. For some people, drinking water can cause them swollen lips and rash around the mouth. Oh my gosh. In more severe cases, symptoms of anaphylactic shock, basically, shortness of breath, wheezing, difficulty swallowing. Oh my gosh. I don't know how the show writers learned of this to make this part of the storyline, but kudos. Body's made of mostly water, which is concerning. Yeah, exactly. I guess it's only the skin getting in contact with water. Otherwise, I don't think the person can live long, right? I'm trying to think, how would you get hydrated with this? You'd have to get like an IV, but even then, just a daily IV of fluids. Directly from exposure to water regardless of its temperature. Rash usually occurs on the chest, neck, and arms. Still working to determine what causes it. During the test, doctor will apply a room temperature water compress to your upper chest for 30 minutes to try to trigger a reaction. Interesting. No cure. Obviously, an antihistamine will help with some of it. Interesting. Epinephrine increases blood pressure and reduces throat swelling and hives. If you have a severe case, you may need to use an EpiPen. Don't EpiPens have like a short time you can use them? Like you can't use them all the time, I don't think. Or your system might become used to it. I think I remember hearing that. Don't quote me on it. I'm not a doctor. I've learned a lot here. There you go. Either way, the bullying is uncalled for. Agreed. Agreed. We can all agree on that. What an interesting story. I mean, I don't know how to describe that other than it seems great, but some of the details are a little murky. Oh my gosh. All right, next on the list is Can You Spot the Good One? Eat It or Yeet It. This is by Smosh. We've reacted to a few videos of Smosh. I got introduced to Smosh through this, which is amazing. That's the whole point of this, right? We're all getting introduced to new things, and we're learning about water allergy today. So if you haven't felt like you learned anything today, there you go. 37 cases worldwide. Pretty amazing.
I'm Courtney, and this is
Eat It or Eat
It! Today we are doing doubles edition.
We should do the intro again, because it's duos.
Shut up. Eat it or yeet it! But speaking of duos, my twin, Garrett.
Oh. What the hell?
Whoa. Hey.
What are you doing?
Whoa. It's doubles.
Courtney, you're a Blazers fan?
Yeah.
No, I texted Garrett's partner and asked what he was wearing today. So.
Whoa. And then you just happen to have that outfit in your closet?
In your size?
You just happen to be a Blazers fan?
How many Garrett options do you own?
A lot.
3.
Okay. There.
Are you guys ready for round 1?
Yeah!
Here are the rules.
2 identical dishes are revealed. One is good, one is bad. Then the wheel of food is spun. If the big color matches your bib, you pick first. If the small color matches, you get sloppy seconds. No one is out and no one is safe.
Oh, this is interesting.
There's no countdown. We just spin, baby.
Well, it looks like one has bubbles.
Spin and then
so
see.
uncomfortable.
Spin and see. Like one is safe and one isn't.
Uh-oh.
What is that? Whoa! Green and red!
No! Okay, Angela.
White vinegar? Maybe. Yeah.
Good to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
which one do you
smell
want?
the big green.
No smelling.
No smelling.
But I get to look.
Look at it. Look at the bubble.
Okay, okay. Because I'm a wine drinker, one has tears.
Maybe
or
they're trying to
legs.
fake them out with
See?
like carbonated water or something.
Oh, I'm a wine drinker too,
Although they're
and when
kinda
you have a lot of legs, that means a
stagnant.
lot of
They're not, like,
alcohol.
rising
Something
up.
strong, so I'm picking this one.
Okay, you're f***ing lost.
Cheers.
Cheers, ready?
Oh my god, there's so many legs.
3, 2, 1.
What was that?
It's just water. Oh.
Do you need anything?
Right. Yeah, vinegar would be pretty obvious, I guess.
Legs? Is it legs?
I don't know. It tasted like nail polish remover.
Oh.
That's illegal. You can't drink that.
Well,
I mean,
Garrett doesn't care about us.
Yeah, or legal.
Or, okay, it tastes like really strong vodka, maybe, with nail polish remover. Oh.
Just a bad vodka?
Isopropyl alcohol.
The thing is, the burn comes after.
You're good.
And 5. I actually just tasted like a shot.
I'll have what she's had.
Yeah, it's got to be cheap vodka. Like
It kind of
ankle
tastes,
level
okay,
vodka.
I think it's not too bad.
Honestly, I feel bad. I'll try it.
I'll try Angela's.
Okay.
Water?
It honestly just tastes like a shot, but then it burns heavy.
Because I care about the twin experience, I want to, feel what you feel.
Oh, wow.
Great.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I took a baby sip, but yeah, that's a chemical.
That's a chemical.
Anyone else?
No.
I'm good.
All right.
Your eyes.
It's simply a chemical.
Okay, gang. Round 1 was water and vodka. Glass of water, glass
That's
of
just vodka?
Is that just straight vodka?
I'm not a vodka drinker. Does that taste
Straight vodka.
That is
Yeah.
straight vodka.
No, I bet you could guess what it was.
That is a
Potato vodka?
lot of vodka.
Oh, Smirnoff.
Yeah.
Ew.
Come on, you think he's buying the good
I just took a
stuff?
shot of Smirnoff a couple days ago.
What was the process behind
It
this
is pretty much
recipe?
like nail polish remover.
So I tried this several different ways. I put water in one glass and vodka in the other. Then I tried it in vodka in one glass and water in the other glass. And I ended up with a glass of water and a glass of vodka.
Wow.
There you go.
I will read your book.
Thank you. Smart of you to be able to tell. Like,
Was
right
that a
away.
monologue
Legs.
from the hit show The Bear?
Yeah. And guys, I'm so sorry, but no one is out and no one is safe.
That's okay. I'm a little bit buzzed.
Also-
Nice.
Okay, you guys ready for round 2?
Sure.
Close your eyes.
Whoa!
Please no.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, it
There's
does
no-
taste like nail polish remover.
You want that vodka back?
I think I could.
I might want the vodka.
This is gonna land on Noah, but
Please no.
I think I could.
Don't. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that purple?
and green.
Purple and green.
Raja, you get
Good
to pick
luck.
who gets which glass.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I hate olives.
Are there legs?
Oh,
Wow.
really? Well, good news is they might not be olives.
Only one of them is an olive.
Okay, maybe one
They
of them
look
is,
identical.
Maybe one of them is like a gummy.
Oh, these are identical twins.
Oh, what if they like stuff like Spam in one of them?
This is Cole and Dylan Sprouse.
Ew.
Brass?
Sprouse. Sprouse?
Don't get too close.
Sprouse. Colin Dylan
Yeah,
Sprouse.
I want this one.
Okay, grab it.
Take it.
Can I have some vodka?
Oh gosh.
Okay,
Oh,
ready?
God.
Okay.
3.
You eat the whole thing?
Definitely need a palate cleanser after that.
I mean, she doesn't like olives, so she might have the bad one too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have an olive.
Oh.
Oh, spit buckets this way.
Is it spicy?
You can do it. You can do it. Get through it.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's got it.
Remember, you can
She's
wash it
got
down
it.
with vodka.
She's got it.
Ooh, mine was a real
Great.
olive.
Okay.
You got this. Yeah,
You
chill.
got this. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just swallow and you'll be fine.
I'm on the beach.
You're on the beach.
Oh, having a nice
Oh my God, mine was amazing.
Yours was just a standard olive?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was an olive because I hate olives, but it was hot.
Whoa.
Spicy.
Really, really spicy, yeah.
Oh, so you had something in the middle here?
I think so, yeah.
Anybody else want to try?
But it wasn't that bad. Could have been a lot worse.
Oh, okay.
Wasabi?
You want a
Yeah, I
yogurt?
was thinking that.
Yeah.
After a shot of
really
vodka,
spicy.
I'm set for the day.
Thank you.
I'm good.
Put a little food coloring in it.
Oh, so you had something real spicy.
Red
He gave
number
you
5.
genuine
Oh, good. Yeah, Activia. That's really going to help.
Get your gut right.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall I explain?
Yeah.
Okay. This was stuffed olives, green olives, one with pickled orange pepper, and one with pickled habanero.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
That'd be hot.
I'm glad you were saved at least.
My spice tolerance is terrible, by the way.
Cool martini glass.
Yeah, I had a girl in the 90s dinner, glass of water and an olive.
Yeah, you did.
I'm pretty sure I'd be feeling the
Girl in
first
a 90s dinner. I
wing
love
sauce
that
on
about you.
Hot Ones.
No, I'm okay.
No, thanks,
No.
Mom.
How
We're
did you
good.
pickle a habanero? What does that mean?
All I did was just take brine. I took brine, so it's just like half salty water, half vinegar, and then soaked it in there overnight for both of them in separate jars, and then shoved it into the olive.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well, no one's safe.
That's so fucked up.
I love that Angela's had a glass of water and an olive.
Yeah.
A 90s
Yeah.
girl dinner.
Right.
A glass of water and an olive at 10 a.m.
All right, how's everybody feeling?
Blitz.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
The lore of this format on Eat It or Eat It, this duos, there always seems to be
At
one
10 a.m.,
color
she
that
had
gets
a
picked
shot of vodka.
lot. Angela, you've eaten every round so far.
I think green.
But so far, I'm like going through the.
doing
Yeah, you gotta give it
Samurai.
Yeah.
You're chopping.
By the end, you gotta do the math on
She's
your
been
odds
dodging
on
it.
like what you did. Like
Nice.
1 out of 500,000.
All right, close your eyes.
So far, batting 1,000. Oh, God.
Oh. Oh, no. Never good. It is never good.
Whenever I see donuts and I think that, I
Not
think of
good.
Van
I
Wilder.
need
And
some
if you know what I'm talking
I
about,
think it's my time.
Prediction.
brutal.
No,
I
you
think
do
we
not.
Okay.
are doing me
It
because
is Shane
Shane
and...
and
That's a
That's
purple.
yellow. No, I think that's yellow.
Come
That's
over
yellow.
Is that
here.
yellow?
Come over here.
Oh,
It's
you
a
know
purple.
what?
It's
I think it
purple.
is
We can call it yellow, but that's
Alright.
purple.
well, I called it.
Okay, Shane and Narasha. It's you two. Shane, you get to pick who gets what.
All right.
That was so close.
You know, I can't even really see one of them too well, so you know what? I'll just grab this one.
Oh no.
No, I had
What
a
could
good
it
feeling
be?
about that
Oh, I
one.
guess
I
the-
definitely
pa-
got the bad one.
I got the wrong one.
No, I think you got the right one. I think I got the bad one.
That doesn't look good.
I've done too many of these, I know.
No.
How do you
Wait,
know?
why? No. I feel like that one's got more natural splatter.
That one's got some
No.
splurge on it.
Let's do it.
3.
One's gonna be custard or jam. One will be, I don't know, something salty or spicy.
Sorry, I don't.
Get any of the filling.
Do we find out today Shane eats toothpaste and is okay with it?
I'm okay too.
Toothpaste, that's a good guess.
Get in the middle of that one. You might just be on the edge.
Oh.
How's that? Is that helping your spicy mouth?
Like, kind of.
Okay,
Oh my
good.
God, you would be great for that.
Again?
Milk of magnesia.
Damn! What are you tasting?
I think it's got to be like mayo or cream cheese.
Ooh, no!
Are you gonna spit?
You said mayo and now it looks like a Big Mac.
Oh.
Okay.
Cream cheese would be fine.
Well,
Mayo would be terrible.
What happened there?
The bread's great. But then you just with mayo or with cream cheese, it's like it hits you right away and
Oh, is
gets
it
in
sour
your
cream?
senses. And that's just not what I was expecting. I thought I had the good one.
Yeah, I do love
so
mayo too.
I was like, oh, it's gonna be cream filling. It's gonna be delicious. So I took a big bite and I just got.
She'll never eat a donut the same way.
Oh God.
That's rough.
Yoink.
That's pretty
Shane
rough.
was so certain.
I love the
that
way
he had the
Shane
bad
handles
one.
shit.
Well,
I know.
so
and it
even
sucks.
after taking a bunch of bites, because I got all the filling had a weird consistent. It was very runny. So I was like, oh, that's gotta be toothpaste or something. It wasn't. It was just some sort of cream.
All right.
Feels like a mid donut.
I hate that. You can see
Mid
that that's
donut.
mayo now because
Squeeze
it's like
it.
holding its thickness. Oh, watch
Yeah, there we go.
No,
Jake.
Yeah.
not a fan.
I've never heard Greg make his
That was filled donuts. With what, you may
Oh,
ask?
marshmallow fluff.
Marshmallow fluff and vegan mayo with marshmallow fluff to cover it up, bitch.
Oh.
Vegan mayo.
Marshmallow fluff and
Marshmallow
vegan
fluff.
mayo.
That's why I
That's
was
why it was
confused because I
runny.
was like, this isn't your typical donut filling.
You're a monster.
How, why, and do what?
The how.
I don't think
is,
I've even
the
had
reason the
marshmallow
donut was
fluff,
good
by
because
the
I bought
way.
it from a donut shop. The why is because it just seemed like an easy way to hide something bad. For the mayo, it was one of those like squeezy with the holes.
Cool.
So it was perfect. I just, put a hole in, then put the squeezy up to it,
hate
and
marshmallows.
just
That would be
filled it
worse
with like
than the mayo
half
for
the
me.
bottle.
No.
Really?
Oh my God.
The marshmallow
Cocoa and
fluff was a little
marshmallows?
harder to get
They
in
go so
there.
well together.
Yeah.
S'mores?
But I got it in there.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Okie doke. Are we ready for another round?
Yeah, I don't mind mayo at all. At all. Oh gosh. What is in that?
Oh, no.
I don't like this.
No. Feels like
Imagine
heavy
going
meat.
to a
It
sushi
feels
restaurant
like
and getting
heavy
something that
meat.
looks like
It's
that.
Yellow.
You'd be like,
It won't
all
end
right,
up
is the
yellow.
C
It
squad
won't
in
yellow.
today?
It's
That
gonna
does
be
not
yellow
look great.
here.
It's
This
gonna
is
be
not
yellow
gonna
with
land.
me
be
as
yellow.
the
It's gotta be
secondary.
wasabi.
Wait.
Yellow.
Don't.
Yes.
It's
No.
gonna
No.
go over.
No.
We're
Oh,
good.
sorry.
No yellow.
Oh.
Come on.
Yellow!
Rice.
Oh gosh.
But rice soaked.
You're
in
just having a
whatever.
bad day.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, but would they mess with it and like, or maybe it's like reverse psychology where like this one looks f***ed up, so
Sure.
she's gonna pick the other
Sure.
one.
But so first, you got this. Don't relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
What's
relax.
the worst that it could be? Like jelly?
No, shit. Like actual shit.
Yeah, like real poop.
No, that's illegal. Okay.
No, there's no legality in
No,
this,
I always
Angela.
go back to the
All
law.
right, time
There's
to take
no
your
le-
pick.
There's no law on YouTube.
Good luck.
Okay, fine. I'm going with this one.
You're going with that one?
one's
I think
no-less.
that's smart. I think.
I don't know if I can.
Take
even look.
your thingies.
It's too perfect.
That one looks really full.
This is.
Big bites. Big bite.
All right.
I hate when he says.
Wait, we need to do the bit.
No! 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 Here we go.
It is
Good
the
bit.
most Freaky
Okay.
Friday.
Big bite.
really
Big bite.
3,
Oh,
2,
one.
Oh no.
No, Russian king.
Wait, seriously? Again? Wait, your life sucks.
Poor girl.
Oh, no.
What is that? What are you tasting?
It's like.
What are you going through?
You have a bucket.
The experience.
Hey, you really don't have to like kill yourself.
I would just swallow it. Like,
No, swallow it, or else
Or
the comments
spit
will
it
make
out.
fun of you. Wow.
Good for you, Rasha.
Great job. Great job.
Wow. Okie doke. What was that experience?
I don't know. I don't know what that was, but
Yeah, definitely gonna
it
sue.
certainly wasn't
What the heck?
flavorful.
Oh.
It was.
Oh.
It felt more like. It felt like. It didn't feel like it had a strong flavor, but instead it was just like it felt like kind of murky.
Oh, like seafood flavor or murky?
Yeah,
like a texture
a little bit,
thing?
a little bit.
I think I know exactly what it is.
Was it more like a piece of meat, or was it more like
no meaty, no meaty.
It was like a blend almost?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, mine tasted like just pure rice, and that was it.
That's so yummy.
Okay. This was onigiri. One was rice and nori, and the other one also had natto, which is a Japanese delicacy, which we absolutely ruined with some spicy pickled mustard.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so like, there was no chance of you enjoying that.
Yeah, because some people like natto. It's got like a specific flavor, but to put that on top, there's no way.
Some people put a little bit of soy sauce on it.
I feel like that one wasn't
I
that
love
bad.
natto. Oh,
I've never had natto,
Where are
but
you from? And
I'm assuming that one was not the worst.
Age, sex, location.
what do you love to do?
Yeah. So this one I just made onigiri, but in one of them I decided to add a little pickled component with the mustard. Yeah, natto is an acquired taste.
Yeah, I want to try it. Maybe I already have.
It's great. I
should
like
go
it.
for this
You should
one.
try it.
Oh, I can see the beans.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
so
an
natto,
odd.
yeah,
I heard that
it's
people either
fermented
love it or hate it.
Garrett, did you plan for them both
Try that
to
out.
look?
I do like mustard. Stone ground,
Yeah, I wanted
horseradish
to,
mustard,
keep you on your feet.
classic yellow
we're
mustard. I like them all.
You failed.
For something.
Wait.
White wipe would be great.
What, have you
I don't
been
know about
sitting every
natto, though.
episode?
Yeah.
She's been chilling.
Oh my god.
All right, open your eyes.
What? What the heck is that?
Oh no! What in God's earth?
Oh no, it could be chocolate. No, it could be chocolate.
Yeah,
oh, it's
chocolate.
like okay, so there's something inside and you melt it like a hot chocolate.
And one of them's gonna be chocolate. I'm gonna get the good chocolate because I need something good and sweet. Give me something good and sweet.
Let's. Okay, so I'm screwed and Shane is screwed.
Oh, Shane, you have to do a drink.
Wow.
I'm chilling.
This is a really hard choice because
Shane's expressions are
the
amazing.
center is filled. The outside
That's
on
what
both
I've
of these
gathered
looks like
from all the
chocolate,
videos I've
So they're
watched.
both technically the same visually. There's no way to tell a difference until the hot water goes on top.
See, maybe like what could have been formed, like by us versus like a chocolate ball that already was filled.
No, Garrett formed both of them. So that they
Interesting.
look the same. I mean,
Okay.
if one of these is from the store, that
I
store
see a
should
fingerprint on
stop.
that one.
And I see a fingerprint on this one.
Yeah, it's the only difference between these two things is the fact that one cup is lightly wet, and that means nothing. That
All
means
right,
nothing.
it is time to choose.
Good luck.
No, I love that, Noah. You have to
I
go
see
for
a
that.
face in one of them.
Inconceivable.
He's going with the dry cup.
There we go.
All right, ready?
Oh.
One of them is going to pop open, and
And it's going to be a living bird inside. It's going to be like,
Don't eat me!
It just flies away.
No!
Oh,
no!
I got marshmallows!
Yay.
Go ahead and stir.
Marshmallows again!
Stir.
Stir with a knife, guys.
Wait,
I'm not gonna lie,
but,
watching the
like,
hot water
maybe
go
my
over the
marshmallows just
chocolate
haven't-
was a
they
little
are sinking.
disconcerting.
Honey, you're gone. You're done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should have gone with the wet cup.
I should have gone with the wet cup.
Look at his was like boop, boop, boop. You're saved.
You know, I gotta-
Enjoy your hot
Is there-
chocolate.
Oh! Boo, 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 boo. What was that?
There was a little
What was that?
sausage.
What was it?
All right, enough.
Sausage or pepperoni?
You're so hot.
Three,
Two,
1.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be a great twist.
You got it, man. You got it. That was so small.
Oh,
Drink more.
oh my.
The faces in which he's going
I've
right
never
now.
seen this face. Oh my God.
Oh, there's oil on the top. Oh, that's so bad.
Dad's fine. Son, not.
Oh. Oh, that is chocolate weenie right there. That's what I call that beverage. Yep.
Merry
when
Christmas,
you picked
everyone.
up the little sausage piece.
It's the weirdest flavor in my mouth. It's like
What's going on here?
it tastes like I burnt a hot dog on my mouth. Like, I don't know how to describe that.
Oof.
It tastes, because this was also a warm drink, like you don't really taste the chocolate. It's like I microwaved the hot dog and for like 2 minutes, didn't let it cool down, and then just put it on my tongue. Like I taste hot dog and I taste burnt tongue. You know? Yeah.
Sorry,
Ugh. That's tough.
Double layer of meat. It's my own fault.
That's tough.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
It was hard to swallow, so I just kept it there.
This was overall a pretty tough episode for me. I had to have some marshmallow fluff.
Yeah.
Then I had to have marshmallows in hot chocolate. So a lot of marshmallows.
Yeah, do you want to try it?
I wanna
Do you want to taste it?
Whatever's going on there, it's getting right
Really
here.
sorry.
So
That's
it's
what,
like
yeah.
smoky.
It's that
I don't need to
skib
smell
on
it.
top.
Oh, this smells like this. Oh,
It's the oil of the chocolate.
it smells like
and the-
pork and chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, gang.
Porcatine.
This was hot chocolate balls. Shane's had
My toxic
marshmallows
trait
and
is I would want to
Cocoa
try all the
Pieces
gross things.
Hero.
Minus the spicy.
Inside of Noah's,
Spicy, I'm
which I
out,
think he
but
may have just
all the
discovered on
gross
his own,
things that
was
aren't
beef
spicy.
bouillon and Vienna sausages.
Beef
Oh,
bouillon.
that's what made it really bad.
Vienna sausages are so good.
Yeah, you want to try it?
No.
How did you make it look like a chocolate ball, though?
It was chocolate.
Yeah, it was chocolate.
No, it was just that
in a ball.
stuff was inside.
Here's how I did it. I got a silicone mold of half spheres. I painted those with
Froze it.
melted chocolate. I put that in the fridge. And then when I took it out, I removed it and I put it on a hot plate that made it melty on one side. And then I could, once I
Oh.
filled it up, I could stick them together.
Cute.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it's pretty
Nice.
fun. I might do it
Ingenious.
more.
Cool. I love that for you,
That'd
bud.
be a fun
I mean, on
little
the show.
game to
yeah,
play
yeah,
with
yeah.
friends.
Just like yourself.
Just for yourself.
I love that.
Are
All
you
right.
all right?
Okay. All right. That was our 5-course meal for twins.
Man.
Oh, but instead you could fill it with like
does
alcohol,
everyone
different
feel?
alcohols,
I feel
and
blitzed.
you know everyone
I made a bad choice.
fill
I ate a
like
little
most of
chocolate
them with
wiener.
good
Oh,
Bad idea.
combinations,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then
Like it,
have
got
one
it.
like
I made
tequila.
nothing but bad
So it's like
choices today.
tequila hot chocolate.
This might have been my luckiest episode of Eat It or Eat It
Wow.
ever.
And?
So,
Yeah, I feel fine. I had an olive and a glass of water.
And the other ones could just be like peppermint schnapps, so it tastes great.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for dining with us. And we'll see you on the next video.
Who knows? Maybe
Love
tequila
you.
hot chocolate
Bye.
tastes good.
Bye.
That was an excellent episode. Link down below in the description for the original Smosh video. Go throw it some love. That was not as gross as it could have been. I feel like they could be grosser. If you've ever seen them, Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link, they've done some pretty gross things on there from time to time. And it seems like their level of gross is just terrifying. The stuff that they've had to eat over the years and put themselves through is crazy, but I love the fact that they're friends. Obviously, the Smosh crew probably have spent a lot of time together and have become friends as well, which is amazing. The fact that their job is to create content, do these fun game shows, and also hang out with friends all day, like that is just beautiful. That's amazing. Chocolate balls look cool minus the sausage filling, but for real life, add stuff you like. Yeah, exactly. I think that'd be fantastic to do for like a holiday or something. That would be really wonderful to do. It was a good idea. Very good idea. Smosh Pit, not to be confused with the Smosh Pit, a former section of Smosh.com. Smosh Pit, formerly named Ian H. and Smosh Second Channel, is Smosh's official second channel on YouTube, is used to present more improv-based shows, such as squad vlogs and the show that has no name. Channel has over 8 million subscribers as of December 2023. It was renamed Smosh Pit in 2017. Following 2018, activity on the channel had decreased significantly due to Smosh's parent company, Defy Media, shutting down. However, videos continued to be uploaded weekly on Tuesdays starting November 2018 until Smosh's acquisition by Mythical Entertainment, aka Good Mythical Morning, Rhett and Link. Smosh continued to release videos on Smosh Pit, either videos that were saved from the days of Defy or videos they'd shot and edited themselves. After Mythical bought Smosh, they began uploading on the channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and much later on Saturdays. At present, Tuesday uploads are designated for a Try Not to Laugh challenge, alternating with food-related videos, and Saturday uploads are designated for reading Reddit stories. All other shows are reserved for Thursday uploads. It's kind of interesting how Mythical bought Smosh. It's very odd to think of YouTube channels as companies, because you're just like, oh, are these just independent creators? And then you find out that they're, they've been in some management company or something, or some overseeing company that's taking a section of their AdSense money. But they also like help and pump out SEO and help on social channels and all that stuff. I've had companies reach out. Now, who knows how legit they are? I didn't do a lot of research into them, but I have seen enough videos of content creators talking about them and how it wasn't really worth it, and they took too much percentage away, and they wish they had grown on their own instead of just relying on a company, which, kind of took away some of the authenticity and whatnot. Very interesting. I'm sure everybody has their own opinion on it, but I looked at it and I said, I've seen enough videos of content creators after they leave or they had money stolen from them and they weren't paid out fully to go, you know what? It's probably not a good idea. And I do like the authenticity of it just being me. It's pretty amazing. And maybe I'm a bit of a control freak. The idea of cutting anything with some nameless, faceless company is pretty absurd to me. In the Ian is Bored episode, Worst Audition Ever, Ian auditioned several girls for the position of host of a new show on the channel. After Anthony's departure from Smosh, lunchtime with Smosh, mail time with Smosh, and Smosh is Bored also came to an end. It's very interesting. Final Smosh Pit video before Defy Media's shutdown was uploaded on 2018. February 2019, Smosh had been bought by Rhett and Link and was now a part of Mythical Entertainment. On May 2019, Eat It or Yeet It began airing. Boy, look at all these shows. Canceled, current, canceled, ended, canceled, current, canceled. Boy, that shows a lot of creativity to be able to do all this. And, a lot of production crew. That's not cheap. You have to pay for, camera, audio, editing. Imagine putting all these shows together and then having to edit all of them. Oh my gosh. You would need a team of editors. That's unbelievable. What is Defy Media? I want to look into that. I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, but why not? Private company that owned and operated Smosh and Smosh Productions was sold for stock to Alloy Digital in 2011, which then merged with Break Media. Yeah, all these companies that you haven't really heard of. Company was closed down in 2018 with the official reason of discontinuation being that it was due to marketing conditions. Okay. Lawsuits. Oh. Look at all these lawsuits. 2 breach of contracts for roughly $150K. Breach of contract for roughly $150K. Unpaid video advertisement for roughly $100,000. Using photos without obtaining licenses. Wow. Defy Media had many lawsuits filed against them before and after its shutdown. Wow. It just seems like unnecessary burden for some reason to me. Defy Media's shutdown left Smosh with complete creative freedom. The idea that you would give up creative freedom to me is just wild. I don't think I would ever do that, honestly. Giving them a chance to be an independent channel for the first time since June of 2011. It's also left with Smosh a very depleted crew, going from an average of 18 to 20 members, that's a lot, to only 6. See ya, Will. Yes, we will be continuing Life is Strange Chapter 3 on Saturday. Check out the Todd Reacts Play channel. Or if you're into Twitch, Todd Reacts on Twitch. Smosh family is a term used to describe the entirety of the regular Smosh cast members. The name originated from the group's tendency to refer to themselves as a family. Makes sense, right? Currently used by both fans and Smosh itself. Let's see here. Trivia. This might be interesting. Out of the 27 official Smosh members, many came from either California or Ohio. Nearly all current and former members now officially reside in LA. It makes sense to bring people to one area, especially if you have like a studio. It's obviously going to cost more money to have multiple studios in multiple locations. Lasercorn, Wes, and Keith all came from Ohio. Fitz comes from Philadelphia. Trevor comes from Idaho. Wow. Mari was the first Smosh family member other than Ian or Anthony to be introduced. She's also the only newer member who didn't originally join as a part of Smosh Games or the Smosh Squad. Initially sometimes known as the third member. 27 is so many personalities to have. Though most of the cast met one another after being hired by Smosh, many of the later cast members knew each other prior to working there. That's interesting. In total, 9 members of the extended Smosh family are married. Shane and Courtney, obviously, recently in March. Prior to 2017, it seemed to be an unwritten rule that all Smosh Games members had to use some kind of nickname as their online persona. The first member to join who wasn't known as something other than their given name was Damien. Almost every Smosh family member has at least one sibling, whether fully related or only on one side. I'm not going to lie, that trivia was pretty weak. I'm looking for details. I'm looking for tea. I'm looking for, gossip. Returned to independence on June 2023. It was announced that Anthony was returning to Smosh and that he and Ian had bought Smosh from Mythical Entertainment. Whilst the duo were reuniting on the Smosh channel, the other members of the Smosh family remained with Smosh. In August 2023, Jackie announced her departure to join the inaugural main stage cast of The Second City in New York City. That's impressive. January 2024, after making various guest appearances on Smosh Pit and Smosh Games, Trevor from the Mythical Kitchen was confirmed to be a member of the Smosh family whilst retaining his role as a culinary producer for Mythical. Yeah, Mythical Kitchen is such a good show. I've been watching so many of their videos. It's crazy. That's interesting. I didn't know Trevor was on Smosh. That's cool. That's really neat. The last video of the day is random Superstore moments I think about often. I never worked at a big box store or anything like that, but I did work in customer service. So I'm assuming I'm going to have some moments in here where I was just like, you know what? This is hilarious. I relate to this. I know of moments like this. So I'm assuming there's a bit of parallel there. Let's go ahead and jump in.
Crazy.
I know. It's crazy. Right? Ow.
What to do, Pikachu?
Well, that was weird.
No. It wasn't weird. It was completely normal. Everything's... I'm chill, man.
Gotta round up those doggies. Yeehaw.
That's the saddest yeehaw I've ever heard.
Yeah, I bailed on it. Carol?
Yeah, it's just, I'm curious what other people think. So maybe Marcus could join us?
There's no time. We want to get there before sunset. God, you're gonna love it. Beautiful cliffside views and super remote. I mean, no one for miles.
Sandra? Sandra! Sandra, what happened? Did you fall out? Where are you going?
All right, Luke, enjoy the food. Enjoy Bridgerton, first 4 episodes at least. See you Saturday, where we continue to torture Chloe.
Robin, move! Here, to remind you.
It's all in the union proposal, so I don't think I'll need a reminder. Cinnamon, I'm intrigued by the non-peppermints.
Hell yeah. 6:30 right now, so does that mean you got up and drove from your house and she got up and drove from her house to meet for breakfast before 6 a.m.?
That's what happened.
And what restaurant is open at like 4 in the morning?
Denny's?
A gas station.
Gas station breakfast
Oh,
usually
gas
starts
station.
at 6. Was this BP or mobile?
Oh, I don't remember.
Nah, fools, they're banging. Know what I'm saying? Let's get a little breakfast action, yeah.
Of course. I'll get my bucket. Boop.
Oh my God, it's so obvious. How have I never noticed this? We allow breastfeeding, so why are they protesting?
No one knows. Women are crazy.
Well, it might be because...
Shut up, Sandra. No one knows.
What was that? Why are you laughing?
I just got some good news. Here you go.
Thanks. Oh, right. Hi, it's Amy. Happy Halloween. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. What are you talking about?
Just whatever. I'm around.
The amount of awkward conversations and flirting in the show is unbelievable.
Did that make sense to you?
No.
Good.
How about this? You tell us the first letter of your thing, and then we'll know if we're on the same page.
Okay, fine. The letter U?
Yes, you. The thing we know about also starts with you.
Okay, now give me the second letter and then we can just go back and forth.
Just tell us what you know!
You tell me what you know!
Utah!
You ever held a dying man's hand in yours? Well, you have to tell him that we don't accept rewards points for his medication. He literally died while I was holding his hand.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Just give me an ugly grapefruit!
Sorry. I just want you to be able to go trick-or-treating with your son.
Daughter?
Nina, what do I do? Should I jump the railing?
No, stay there! This will be a teachable moment!
About friends with...
Say friends with benefits one more time and see what happens.
I was gonna say friends with something else.
Really? What were you gonna say?
Read that board. Oh my gosh.
Pathetic.
Who wants to do Adderall off my boobs? I just crushed it up.
Kind of in the middle of a game here.
Okay.
As a thank you, please enjoy a coupon for 50 cents off frozen yogurt in the cafe.
We could only find 10.
So get them while they're hot. Thank you.
Oh my God. Is that not reminiscent of the pizza parties that they try to pull? Never enough pizza to have like 2 slices. It's always 1 slice, and you're just like, is this a reward or are we being tricked?
It was really rough with her.
You just increase the pay, please.
The critical reception of Drake's last album.
That's what you said when we came out here last night.
Just shut up, none of them heard it.
Do you guys think the bus is running on its regular schedule?
I doubt it. But maybe we could split an Uber.
I can't see my car.
I lost one of my
my shoes! Maybe we should go back inside.
No, we just have to get to our cars.
Oh, the surge pricing. I lost my other shoe.
You know what should be in mythical? A man who knows what
Lost my other shoe.
Just in.
Contributor leave.
It's the third time you've made that joke.
Going the extra smazel.
A couple questions. What is a smazel? How do you go the extra one? And what if you probably weren't going the standard amount of smazels to begin with?
Well, Dina?
I think it's supposed to be going the extra smile.
Mhm.
That rhymes with mile. And we have aisles.
It's one interpretation.
Move! Pharmacist, coming through. Step aside. I need room. All right. Cheyenne, I need you to listen to me here, and we will
Oh
get
my
through
gosh.
this. In the last 24 hours, have you taken any medication I need to know about?
Just some Tums.
Calcium carbonate. That's fine. That's not going to harm the baby. All right.
Pharmacist?
That's it?
Well, yeah. I'm a pharmacist. I don't know how to deliver a baby. Gross. But, good luck.
That's amazing.
My training kicked in. You're welcome, everyone.
Oh, what a surprise. You picked a white dress. What a curveball.
Because that's exactly what a wedding should be, a series of curveballs.
You guys, it's really sweet that you care, but both dresses are fugly.
Oh, Amy, you remember Jerry?
Yeah. Jerry, hi, you made it.
This is his first time out since the coma, so say hi, Jerry. Just give him 1 second. He's got it.
Wait for it.
Hi, Jerry.
Oh, I heard Amy. That was good job.
Oh my God.
Just be careful.
All right.
You wouldn't want it to get lost. Oops.
Trace this call.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have that technology.
I signed up for a blue card, and I think I may have given the wrong email.
Okay, well, thank you for calling to tell us.
Are you tracing this call?
Everybody excited for the big day? How's it looking inside?
Different.
No, I want to show you something over here.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here?
Yeah.
You're loading that wrong.
Oh, thank you, little girl, but I think I know what I'm doing. There we go. Just gotta use a little muscle.
Oh gosh.
Can I have one?
Sure. And I don't know if...
Me?
Oh, whoa!
I need these.
Could I take a couple pens?
Sure.
I take a couple pens.
I ordered 3 jars of pumpkin spice salsa an hour ago, and I've been waiting in my car.
Are you?
All right, how many times have you been somewhere and there's a pen available or it's their branded pen and you're just like, am I supposed to take this? Like they gave it to me, but it feels weird, so I'm just going to set it back. The amount of times I've had to go through that is hilarious, and I'm always stuck in that limbo of, do they want me to take the pen? Do I take the pen? Do I give it back? Does somebody else use this? Is it just like, branded just to be a giveaway?
Sure, because we filled all the orders that came in.
Obviously you didn't, because I don't have my pumpkin spice salsa.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no order here.
Well, I guess I'll go get my pumpkin spice salsa by myself. Like it's
Salsa?
1950.
Is that opera?
No.
No?
Ooh, we bring Amy? I got a good one. Your hair. Boom.
That was harsh.
Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw out some love. I will say there's a bit of overlap between my experience in a call center and that, which is a big box store, grocery store, whatever you want to call it. Drugs, definitely a thing. And instead of hitting on customers because we didn't deal face-to-face with customers, it was very much hitting on coworkers. Like the amount of drama and tea that I was hearing just from working there, like I'm not even actively like in those circles, but the amount of managers and employees 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 in like love triangles and, manager employee, like adultery and affairs and all that stuff. Like, oh my gosh, it was eye-opening. to say the least. Here I was just clocking in to clock out and get the heck out of there, and people were having whole affairs, like getting out of their marriage bed before going to work, going to a coworker's house to have some fun, and then going to work together. Like that level. It was unbelievable. It was eye-opening. Just like, wow, I thought you just read this stuff. This actually happens. And it happens a lot. And I wish it was just a one-off, but the amount of affairs going on in that one call center was crazy. It was unbelievable. I've never been more depressed working anywhere else. Ugh, the sad truth of reality. Superstore is an American television sitcom aired in NBC, starring America Ferrera, who both serve as executive producers. Spanish language adaptation. Cloud9 was the name of the store, if you missed it. All right, let's get a synopsis here. Development, casting, crossovers. What? Different Cloud9 store locations have appeared in other series produced by NBC. In Hulu's The Mindy Project, NBC's Good Girls, I Feel Bad, and Kenan. Wow. Cloud9 Superstore is a fictional big box store, so like Best Buy, etc. In addition to typical American everyday products, Cloud9 sells guns and liquor and has a pharmacy. That moment with the pharmacist was amazing. Cloud9 has its own credit union for its employees, in addition to a photo studio. The mascot for Cloud9 was Daniel Hertzler until he was arrested and charged with cannibalism. Yikes. Does not offer paid maternity leave, health insurance, or paid overtime to its employees. Under Cloud9 policy, employees must take at least one bathroom break per shift and are allowed 15 minutes for lunch. That's unbelievably small. 15? Good grief. I used to get hour lunches, and then in between lunch and the start of the day, you had to take a 15-minute break, and in between lunch and the end of the day, you had to take another 15-minute break. Series debuted as a preview following an episode of The Voice with 7 million viewers, making it the second highest new comedy behind Life in Pieces. Series then moved to its regular 8 p.m. Monday slot, with more than 6 million viewers, making the highest-rated NBC comedy that did not have The Voice as a lead-in since the Michael J. Fox show back in 2013. Michael J. Fox was amazing in a show called Spin City. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It was wonderful. Viewers in million, obviously it went down quite a bit, but it's still over 3 million by the end of it. Season 6. That's pretty good. Critical reception, first season had a score of 58 out of 100, indicating mixed or average reviews. First season has a 66% rating based on reviews of 35 critics, with an average rating of 5 out of 10. That's not very good. Site's consensus, which I think we have over here. Where's that? I mean, that's pretty good. 93%, audience score 81%. That's pretty amazing. An oddball family of employees at supersized megastore Cloud9 tackles the day-to-day grind of rabid bargain hunters, riot-causing sales, and nap-worthy training sessions. Stalwart employee Amy is just trying to hold it all together despite the best efforts of her daftly clueless manager Glenn. Definitely seemed all those things. And his iron-fisted assistant Dina. Rounding out the crew is new hire Jonah, a dreamy dreamer. Sardonic Garrett, ambitious Mateo, and sweet young Cheyenne. From bright-eyed newbies to seen-it-all veterans, bumbling seasonal hires, and in-it-for-life managers, they're all going to get through another day together. I actually like the fact that they came out with a show like this. I mean, a lot of people work at big box stores and in retail specifically. And to have a show that's kind of geared towards that is fascinating because it's just a normal, everyday kind of life. And to take it as like normal, everyday kind of life thing like The Office kind of did, I think is really entertaining because it gives people a lot of stories that they might have lived or they might have seen or they might have heard about secondhand. What's interesting is the fact that it went to 100% for the next couple seasons and then down to 94. Like, how did it start so bad and then it was perfect? How does that make any sense? The site's consensus is talented cast and obvious potential are slightly overshadowed by a tonally jumbled presentation and thin formulaic writing. So the writing is what let down the show, basically. Boy, isn't that the fact of most? Usually the actors are pretty good in shows, and it's usually the writing that lets us down. As the first season went along, reviews started to become more positive. That's good. Maybe they hired better writers. Following the finale, Labor, the LA Times called it one of TV's best new comedies. That's amazing that it started so poorly. And then it became a best new comedy. First season got better and more confident as it moved on, and that the first season finale is a nice little cap to a nice little sitcom that could have used a lot more attention. After the series aired its Olympic special, Variety wrote that the show was a funny, pointed, and essential workplace comedy, and that no weak links in the ensemble. So the acting, amazing. Again, like I was saying, it's cool to see a workplace comedy because literally that's what all of us do. We work for a living. And to see it in a show that's funny and maybe you relate to it more often because most of us spend most of our lives in an office or at work, which is crazy to me. Don't get me started on that. Second season was lauded by critics and has a 100% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes based on reviews from 7 critics. Okay. It's a little easier to get 100% when it's only 7 critics. Third season has 100% based on 11 critics. Okay, a little better. Graduates from the clearance section of network comedies to stake its claim as one of the most lovable ensembles on television, fleshing out its charming cast while expertly teasing out its central romance. Fourth season received critical acclaim. Superstore remains a furtively fearless riot in its comedic approach to heavy, timely issues. 100% on 15. All right, so see it growing in the number of reviews and still remaining perfect. That's pretty impressive. Fifth season, 100% on 9. Went down a little bit. Sixth season, 92% on 13. Okay. It's weird that so few were reviewing it, but the fact that it stayed perfect or near perfect for that long is pretty amazing. So how many reviewed? All right, so 21, and it got 58 of 100. Well, that kind of makes sense, right? Statistically, the more reviews you have, the less perfect it's going to be. But the fact that it got better, clearly the show or the network, I don't know who, was just like, oh, we got to help this thing out because it's not being taken seriously. People aren't enjoying it, whatever. But yeah, that was amazing. I have some relatable stories of that. I mean, I told you about the drugs. I told you about the affairs. I don't know if this show touched on, coworker action, but definitely from that edit touched on some customer employee action, which is certainly a thing, I'm assuming. I haven't had firsthand experience with that, but I'm assuming. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a good variety of videos, and hopefully you found one that you really enjoyed. That's basically what I try to do here, is I try to at least pick one that is from every kind of genre. We had some traumatic ones, we had some happy ones, we had some interesting ones. We were just like, huh? We also had some comedy ones. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. This is the last stream of the week. I shall see you all on Monday. If you don't join on the Saturday gaming stream, Todd Reacts Plays, go ahead and subscribe there if you're into any gaming content or you just want to hang out. And that's totally cool. I'll be on there for a couple hours. The last Life is Strange took about 2.5 hours, somewhere around there. So come in, hang out, chill, and we'll have some fun moments while gaming. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow the Twitch channel if you haven't already. And join the Discord. It's free. It's public. It's building a community there. And you'll have a lot of input as to the gaming content as well. And just overall polls. And you'll get to meet other people who are interested in the same things you are, which is super cool. Check out the merch. Winter collection is ending soon. Members on the website, toddreacts.com, get 15% on every order. And I think that... Oh, if you want to request your own videos, toddreacts.com. Sign up for one of the tiers, there's the word, that allows you to select and request videos. And you'll do so via Discord, so join the Discord. All right. I shall see you all on Saturday for the gaming stream. And if you're not interested in gaming, I will see you Monday for another reaction stream. Take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Be safe. And yeah, see you soon.